Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. And before we move forward, you know what time it is. Let's cue that intro. Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. Hope you guys had a great weekend, an absolutely great weekend, wherever it is that you may be within the world. I think I'm having problems with my streaming. Can you see me? Because I think I'm not lagging no more. Cool. Guys, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys had a wicked weekend, wherever it is that you may be and whatever you've been doing as well. Big news around Romelu Lukaku moving to Chelsea, or, pretty much near enough done moving to Chelsea. We've got talks about him, Jules Kounde update. We're going to talk about players that have been actually put on the transfer list. There's a transfer list for the players that will be going that apparently we've confirmed as well. There's also talks about Broja and where he will be going as well, which is another topic that we will be delving into as we go forward. But before we move forward, there's 25 of you here right now. Please make sure you smash that like button. Smash it. Let's hit that like button. Let's try and get to 30 likes, guys. Let's try and push the 30 likes mark. We're going to go through Lukaku. We're going to talk Lukaku. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. And we're going to talk about the setup for the Super Cup on Wednesday. Who we think is going to play. How we think we're going to line up as well. Is Romelu Lukaku going to make it in time? I know there's a deadline date, but is he going to make it in time? I don't think he's going to be able to play, but there's talks on social media that they think that he's still going to get in. So also make sure you stay tuned. Plus, the link will be in the chat in about 20 minutes, half hour as well for you guys to get in and have your say. Let's go through the chat. Big up to ZVO. I hope you're well, my bro. Let's hope the medical fails is what Mike London says. Wow, big run in the house. Big up to you, my guys. It's good afternoon, everyone. Finally, CFC getting some business done. You lot must be happy. It's been a long summer so far. It's been painful, bro. It's been painful. Please, guys, stop the hate. Let's just be grateful. And we're going to talk about Lukaku into depth because something we definitely need to do. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let's try and do that, guys. The quicker we can push the 30, 40 likes, the better for us. Let's keep doing this. Let's hope not, Mike. Otherwise, instead of fighting for trophies, we'll be fighting for top 4 is what Josh is saying. Big up to Wayne in the house, who fortunately has been unwell over the last week or so. So hope he's much better. I hope he's strong and well. So, yeah, big up to Wayne as well. Great Wall Stinner, how you doing, my G? I hope you're all right as well. He's saying, I'm buzzing about Lukaku. I'm convinced we are going to win the league, even if they get Kane. Viewers, what are your thoughts on that? Can Chelsea win the league? Does Romelu Lukaku allow Chelsea to win the league? Is my question for you guys. Let me know. You Chelsea fans have kept me entertained this summer. I've been loving the content. Don't worry, Wayne. Yeah, it's been mad. Big up to Football Style. Big up to DR. Big up to Breed, who's in the house. Breed. No Haaland, man. No Haaland, no party. No Haaland, no party. Big up to you, Chris Welsh. Concierge of Crime, as always, showing his support as well. Big up to him as well. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's just get into it, shall we? Shall we delve into it? Is there any updates for Koundé, Jim? We'll get into Koundé. There is some details that have come up that is worth talking about, worth us talking and getting involved in as well. So we will be doing it. Alfred, big up to my guy. Hope he's well declared. Good morning to you, brother. I hope you're well as well. Arnan will bring it home. See? There you go, guys. Josh is the first person in the chat to tell me, can Romelu Lukaku, I'm going to write it actually, can R9 help Chelsea win the Premier League this season? And my second question to you guys is, how many goals do we expect Lukaku to score in all comps? In all comps. So, I forgot, it's meant to be Romelu Lukaku. I meant to put a number 9. Can Romelu Lukaku help Chelsea win the Premier League this season? Is my first question for you guys. My second question is, how many goals do we expect Lukaku to score? We are going to delve into Lukaku. Let me get this up actually while I'm doing this. Yeah, because it's worth talking about, man. It is worth talking about. So the first bit of news that I want to obviously go through with you guys is this. Let's get it up. The comments that we had this about an hour ago. Obviously, Absolute has brought it up himself. News is this. Romelu Lukaku is currently carrying out the first part of the medical examinations at Columbus Clinic in Milan ahead of his switch to Chelsea. So there was talks yesterday about Romelu Lukaku getting his medical done today. We're still waiting for the tier ones. We're still waiting for that clarification from them individuals that, you know, this is the case or this will be the case with it as well. So yeah, I mean, let's wait out at the moment. Let's wait out and see how it goes. Guys, we're not even at 30 likes. There's 50 of us here. Smash the like button. Let's try and get to 30, 40 likes. Please, let's do that. Subscribe to the channel as well. We're 140 away from 2K as well. So it's big news for us. This is just a news forum for Inter Milan. So these are the guys that have obviously have brought this to light. You know, Romelu Lukaku is set to become a Chelsea player. I don't see how this doesn't go through. I don't see how this doesn't happen now. You know, is he going to fit in with the Chelsea bill? Well, yet to be seen. I think, you know, based on how he's performed over there the last 2 years, I think us as Chelsea fans have got to expect that Romelu Lukaku carries hopes that we expect that he comes with the same level of form and the same level of performances going into next season with us. We want to see that. Whatever he did in Inter Milan, we want to see here, basically. We want to see here. What are you guys saying in the chats? 30 plus goals is what Chris Welsh says in all comps. 18 to 25 goals is what Josh is saying. 25 over 30. Yes, without a doubt, he's going to give our time 30 in all competitions. Multitasking between 3 streams while being on panel, but everyone liked the video. Big up to ZVO. And like I said, we need to get them likes up, guys. So please help me get to 50 likes as quickly as possible. 50 of you here. If you all smash that like button, it'd be much appreciated. We are going to delve into... I'm going to put the link in the chat soon. The link will be in the chat for you guys to come in, have your say, get involved as well. So you have Jack Grealish and KDB. We have Pulisic, Havertz, Ziyech assisting Lukaku. I have a lot of faith in the front three. It's concierge of crimes, thoughts, and I agree. I think what Romelu Lukaku allows concierge, what I think he actually allows us to do, is he allows us to allow the players that we currently have, the Havertzes, the Pulisic's, to fall back into their positions. Now, I thought last year, especially Havertz, I felt like we was playing people out of position a lot of the time. And it's purely because we just didn't have a striker and an out striker, someone that could actually, you know, put the ball in the back of the net. And what Romelu Lukaku brings to Chelsea, what he brings to Chelsea, is he allows us to pretty much play, or allows players to play in positions that they feel comfortable in. You know, it's not a done deal yet. Obviously, there's talks about that he's going to be getting paid around £12 million a year, which is working out off the top of my maths. I think it's 250,000 a week. He'll be looking. Chelsea will probably tie him up to a 4 to 5 year contract. Again, we're waiting for that lengthy discussions to be heard. I am waiting for clarification and confirmation from someone off here to let me know specifically how much and how long the contract is. There's not been too much leaked at the moment, but it is all good news. Romelu Lukaku is looking like he's going to become a Chelsea player. And I'd be surprised if we didn't hear much today from a tier one just coming out and confirming that he's done his medical. It's all been, you know, signed off and he's making his way across. You know, we got the Super Cup on Wednesday. Does he make it? I don't know. Someone's saying there's a new fad tweet as well. Let's have a look. Fabrizio Romano. Come on in. Fabrizio, let's go. I hope it's like great news, something that I can actually break. There we go, guys. There we go. From Fabrizio himself, Romelu Lukaku deal will be completed, signed and announced this week. Chelsea are working on the final paperwork with Inter. Time for a medical, and then he'll be officially unrevealed as a Chelsea striker. £115 million fee has been confirmed in euros. So 115 million euros. Let's work this out. This is how much Chelsea have got him for. Million euros in sterling is 97,475,72. So let's just round it. Yeah, 97.5 million is deemed to be the figure that Chelsea will be putting forward for Romelu Lukaku, as confirmed by the man himself. Fabrizio Romano. Guys, what are your thoughts on feeling that 150 million? I want to know your thoughts. Is that a steal? Would you deem or class that as a steal for Chelsea? 115 million euros. I believe the medical was probably yesterday. The official announcement will happen tomorrow. He'll be registered by Tuesday night and will probably come on the second half of the Super Cup. Now, what Romano's saying there tells me that it's going to be done this week. It might not be tomorrow. It might be confirmed Wednesday, which means he won't make the Super Cup. He won't make the Super Cup. So we have to bear that in mind. Announce Haaland, yeah. Announce Haaland. I love it. I love it. Announce Haaland. I think Havertz will be the real deal this summer. I agree. I've just checked it out. 5-year deal is what Josh is saying as well. He thinks it will be a 5-year deal in the excess of around, after tax, around 195,000 a week is what supposedly Romelu Lukaku will be taking home from Chelsea. And like I said, guys, I want your thoughts and feelings. I really want to know how you feel. Now we know where we're going with this. Now we know who our striker is going to be. Are you happy that he's coming? Are you happy with the fee that we're paying for him, the 150 million euros fee? As a Chelsea fan, are we good with that? I also want to know how many goals you think he will score. How many goals you think he will score next season as well? 150 million, Jem, medical this week. Yeah. Jem, what are your thoughts on Lukaku and the Super Cup game? We're going to get into the Super Cup. We're going to have a bit of fun, like I said today. I am going to bring up a FIFA squad builder. I won't be doing that on my own. I'm going to allow you guys the opportunity to come on and join me as we go through who we think the 1 to 11 team will be for the Super Cup on Wednesday, 8 p.m. kickoff, guys, as well. My thoughts on the Lukaku deal is pretty straightforward. He will score goals. I have no problem with him scoring, with that. I think Romelu Lukaku will come Chelsea. He will score goals. I think the way we play, the way we lay out, the way we set up suits a Romelu Lukaku. Yet to be seen that if he comes with the same form as he does at Inter. If anything he should do, he's around, in my eyes, better equipped players as well. Yes, he played very well under Inter Milan, but let's be serious, they played very well under a system with good players, but not at the level of what Chelsea have got, and that's my opinion. I think someone like a Reece James will love having a Romelu Lukaku in the team. I think it will allow us to create. It will be able to create him a lot. There will be a lot of rotation because one of the things that has come out, which has been made very clear, is the fact that Broja is going to Southampton. Broja is going to Southampton, and it's confirmed the loan move will be in the regions of the next 48 hours. So we will have no Broja. Broja will not be at Chelsea next season, from what we're hearing at the moment. Which in many ways I do, but that also tells me that Havertz, Werner, these players are all going to be sort of mixing and matching, rotating with Lukaku, because we've got to bear in mind we're playing in all four competitions next season. All 4 competitions. Yes, Lukaku's fit well, whatever, but that's a lot of games to consistently ask him to play over a certain amount of bases. So I think you'll see that Lukaku will be rotated between. You'll see Romelu Lukaku will be rotated between Havertz and Werner, which I think will happen. Guys, we're 11 away from 50 likes. which is great. Thank you very, very much. Please help me get there. Please subscribe to the channel. We're 130 away from 2K, which means we'll be doing another giveaway for you guys as well. So please make sure that you're doing that. 79 watching. Please make sure we get to 50 like he's saying there. My guy, Josh. Jem. Yes, Jem. Haaland will score 46 goals. Listen, guys, Haaland is not happening. It hurts me to say it because he was my preference, but Haaland is not going to be at Chelsea any longer. Haaland, unfortunately, will not be at Chelsea. He might come at Chelsea next year. Who knows? Romelu Lukaku, Erling Haaland, Chelsea might go for him. Chelsea might get Lukaku now, yeah, and go for Haaland next year. People keep forgetting, right? This money that we've supposedly spent on Romelu Lukaku, which is now confirmed at 97.4 or 97.5 million, as Fabrizio Romano has said here. Once we sell Tammy Abraham, we would have made nearly £100 million in sterling. £100 million in sterling. Now that money there has covered the signing of Romelu Lukaku, and that is without the Champions League money, which is near £100 million. That is without Roman Abramovich signing off on 150 million, which he apparently did, or 100 or 200 millions in income that he was willing to put forward and spend as well. So, we've done, Mourinho's done good business. It's good business. Why I'm still quite happy with this Romelu Lukaku deal is that we didn't falter at the 130 million euro mark. They wanted 130 million euros for a while. And it seems like we've managed to get them to accept. We've managed to get them to accept the 115 euros deal for Lukaku, which is a great bit of business. And like Hassan says there, that is without Koundé. That money there will be set aside for someone like a Koundé. Koundé news, I will be bringing to you guys. There's not much of an update. Something's just come through now, which we will go through quickly. Yeah, I know. I see that as well. I see that. But who cares? I mean, to be honest, it's not a real big thing, is it? To be fair, it's only a tournament. The only thing I will say is we beat Tottenham and we beat Arsenal. We run London, champions of Europe. We know what we are, guys. So who gives a crap about all that? Do you know what I mean? Lukaku has a real-life redemption story going on here, is what the Chosen One says. Fingers crossed for Rom. 10 years ago, it went all sideways. Hopefully, this would be the difference. I think so. And I think as Chelsea fans, we're allowed to have our opinion of Romelu Lukaku, and that opinion being, is he still, is he a better player than what he was when he left Man United? Some people are going to hold their reservations. If we are being serious and we look at, we'll come back to the Fabrizio comment there. But if we look at this right here and we deep it, and we actually deep Romelu Lukaku and what he's done. Where is it? Where's it gone? Oh, sorry guys, I've not even got it up here. I thought I had it up here, but I must have deleted it. Let's just go. Let's get it up. Here it is. There we go. I want to share this with you guys. Guys, please make sure, like I said, get us to 100 likes, man. Get me to, not 100 likes, sorry, 50 likes. Get me to 50 likes, please, guys. Don't know where we're at the moment. Mods, let me know where we're at on that as well. Here we go. Let's do it. Romelu Lukaku. Yeah, this is what I'm sharing with you guys right now. Overall balance. Let's go from 1920, right? This is when he was at Inter Milan. So let's do it. So Romelu Lukaku, in his 1920 season at Inter Milan, scored 34 goals in 51 games. He scored 23 in Serie A. He scored 7 in the Europa League, and he scored 2 in the Champions League, and 2 in Italy as well. So he scored 34 goals, and he's assisted 6. All right, going on to here. This season is he got even better. His stats have got even better. 44 games, 30 goals, 10 assists. So, do we really have the right to question mark Romelu Lukaku based on these stats? Probably not. The question marks will be on Romelu Lukaku once he becomes a Chelsea player, can he hit them levels? Can he achieve them levels moving forward? Because that's what we all want to see as Chelsea fans. We all want to see him banging these levels at Chelsea. This is a lot of money that we'll be spending on an individual like Romelu Lukaku to come to the club, and we're going to want to see goals. We're going to want to see goals, guys, and let's be serious. It's good. It's good if you look at it on that basis. It's definitely good bits of business. What else have I got loaded up here? I'm trying to see what else I wanted to share with you guys before we go back into it. The other bit of news that I wanted to just quickly go, we are going to go back to Lukaku, guys. Lukaku is the main talk of it. The link's going to be in the chat soon as well. Is Jules Kounde. Jules Kounde. The talk about Jules Kounde is pretty clear and evident. Nizar Kinsella, who's very linked to Chelsea, very close to Chelsea as well, has come out with the comment saying that Chelsea will continue their pursuit of Sevilla Jules Kounde once they land Romelu Lukaku this summer. The Blues will look to sell Kurt Zouma for 20 to 30 million to create space in defence. I've also just seen a comment come out as well in regards to Chalobah, who is looking like he's going to be going to Valencia on a loan spell. He'll be going there on a loan spell, leaving Chelsea, which tells me again, Jules Kounde has got to become a Chelsea player. We're going to be selling Zouma. If we do sell Zouma, which is what he's saying, I think we will if we bring in a Kounde anyway, along with the loan deal of Chalobah. It has to happen. Now, people are worried because it's gone very quiet. The reason that the Kounde deal had gone quiet, and from what I've been told, is that Chelsea have laid a certain amount of money, which Seville are very happy with. The issue is the valuation of Kurt Zouma and trying to get Kurt Zouma as a part of the deal. From what I understand, I think Kurt Zouma is willing to still go to Sevilla. However, Chelsea have priced him at, I think they were starting around 30 to 35 million originally, from what I've heard. And Sevilla don't think he's worth that. So Sevilla are wanting him for less, probably more to this region. Plus, they want Chelsea to top up the money that the cash that are actually giving to them as well. So this is the reason why that there is a slight delay on the Kounde deal. Fabrizio's came out a number of times and said himself that he feels the Kounde deal will get done. You might see that Romelu Lukaku deal is moving quicker now. Obviously, he's a step ahead with his medical happening today as we speak. But Jules Kounde, I believe, will be done. Hopefully, fingers crossed, very, very soon. I would be very surprised if we don't hear an update by the end of the week. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a lot of messages today as well. But there is 144 of you guys here right now. 144 of you guys here. The breaking news that's just come out, obviously, on in regards to Lukaku, is that Fabrizio Romano has tweeted saying the Lukaku deal will be completed, signed and announced this week. Chelsea are working on the final paperwork with Inter. Time for medical, and then he'll be officially unrevealed as the new Chelsea striker. The big bit of what he said was that 115 million fee has been confirmed. So it has been confirmed as well. So that is, big news for us as well. Big news for us. There's 174 of you guys here right now. Smash that like button, guys. Smash the likes. We are 130 away from getting to 2K subscribers. 2K. And I can't get there unless you guys all subscribe for me. And I need you to do that. We're going into the new season. We're going to be talking Super Cup. We're going to be going through our proposed 1 to 11 team lineup for the Villarreal game, which will be happening on Wednesday as well. So make sure, guys, that you stay tuned with us and get your opinions in, because I will be going through the chats. And we'll be answering your questions as well, guys. Yeah, the Fab tweet we'll go back to now. Let's go back to it because there is a lot of new people that have come in. The Fab tweet that has come out now is here, my guys. So let's bring it up. Romelu Lukaku, like I just said to you guys here, Romelu Lukaku will be completed, signed and announced this week. Chelsea are working on the final paperwork with Inter. Time for a medical, and then he'll be officially unrevealed as the new Chelsea striker at 150 million euros fee, which I can confirm is 97.5 million pounds sterling. £1,000,000 sterling, guys, that Chelsea have got him for, and I am happy with that. I am happy with that. Before I put the link out in the chat, before I do that, I want you guys to tell me how many goals is Romelu Lukaku scoring? How many goals do we think he's going to score in all competitions for Chelsea? And are you happy? Are you happy with that? Someone's best saying to me, 1 second, guys. Medical's been done now, apparently, Jem. What's this? Let's have a look. Who's tweeted that? Who's tweeted that? Someone give me the update. Where can I find this news? Is it Fabrizio again? Is it Fabrizio again? Let's have a look. Hey, new update for you guys. New update for you guys right here. Romelu Lukaku has just confirmed main part of his medical test as new Chelsea player today morning. Milano, 100% confirmed from Fabrizio Romano, guys. So this is the breaking news. Romelu's camp is now planning together with Chelsea for London flights this week. Deal to be announced in the next few days. Guys, breaking news. Here we are. Here we are. There's the tweet. I'm going to put this in my banner as well. Let's update that banner for you guys. Let's do that. There we go. Thank you, Beth. Thank you very, very much, darling, for giving us that update as well. The banner below is the comment of the breaking news that Fabrizio Romano has just come out with. Romelu Lukaku has just completed the main part of his medical test as new Chelsea player today morning in Milano. 100% confirmed as well. So this is confirmed to be the case. Yeah, guys, this is confirmed to be the case. We're also 20 away from 100 likes. Let's get there, guys. Let's get there. There's 208 of you here right now. I'm going to put the link in the chat for you guys as well. Let's go. I want to hear the excitement. Let's go. You know, Lukaku is now officially confirmed as a Chelsea player at Chelsea. I'm going to put the link in the chat for you guys to come in and have your say. 28 minutes in. Let's do that. Check my Twitter is what someone's telling me. Check my Twitter. What's going on with my Twitter, bro? Check my Twitter. What? All right, 1 sec. Check Nico Sharia. What's he saying? What is he saying? There's nothing here. Done deal. That's Udinese. Medicals completed at Milano. I'm waiting for the next hours, probably tonight in London. So, yeah, Nicola Shira has also come out. I'm just reading the comment here, actually. Thank you for that notification, guys, that you've just put there for me. Nicola Shira has just confirmed as well that Romelu Lukaku will probably be in London tonight. Probably be here with us. We've got Josh. We've got Hassan. Boys, welcome to the GNA TV. Romelu Lukaku is looking like he's been confirmed as a Chelsea player. He'll be flying into London tonight, which potentially means he could maybe make it. Make it for the Super Cup on Wednesday. Josh, I'll start with you, my man. How you feeling? How's it? How Chelsea have done business, my bro? Let's hear it.
Yeah, man, it's great news. Again, he's a phenomenal striker. So I think getting him in, kind of like I was saying earlier, like I think most of the medical was probably completed yesterday. They did the final half this morning, maybe. I do expect him to be officially announced tomorrow. And I think as long as he can be registered by the end of day Tuesday, so for the Super Cup, so I do think they'll have him registered by the end of Tuesday. And I think we'll probably see him. He'll probably take part in a training session Tuesday. And then I think we'll probably see him in the second half sometime Wednesday.
Yeah, and look, the excitement
it's great news, man.
Yeah, the excitement in the chat is going mad. They're saying chickpeas is on Twitter. I think they're all saying. I think everyone.
You see the thing, Jim?
Are they all saying the same
holding
thing
the
right
shirt.
now? Because sorry, who's
Yeah, he's
talking?
holding the shirt. He's holding the shirt in a picture, Jim.
Where's this?
There's a
He's
picture.
going. Yeah, he's holding a picture. It's him in the car. Go to CFC
DM it
Pies.
to Jim. DM it to Jim. That's one thing.
CFC
Like-
Pies, yeah.
Yeah,
Like we gotta assume, Jim. A lot of the stuff we're getting today is probably 24 hours old. So I wouldn't be.
This is
And
right now. This is
don't
10
forget
minutes
though,
ago.
it could be faked.
No. This is not fake. Keep going down. Go down a little bit. Right there.
This here.
Right
Is it this
there.
one.
That's the one that the guy in the stream is holding. That's literally the same shirt.
There you go, guys. Picture of Romelu Lukaku holding a Chelsea shirt. Is that Lukaku? Yeah, he's Lukaku, isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely Lukaku.
Yeah, so
See what the comments are
he
saying.
probably even did pictures with the kit and everything already. I would expect. I think tomorrow you'll get all the official stuff, all the official announcement stuff, the pictures with the kit and the contract and all that stuff.
There you go, guys. That looks like Romelu Lukaku is on his way to London, if he's not already in London, because from what we're being told, it's like as if he's going to be in London in a couple of hours. He might even already be there with the Chelsea shirt and getting him, because maybe, let's be serious, maybe Tuchel and Chelsea won him for the Super Cup. He's made the deadline, hasn't he? I'm sure he's made the deadline anyway.
Yeah,
So
No,
it's
tomorrow 11 a.m. tomorrow. The deadline.
exactly. So he's made
Yeah.
he has made that deadline, guys. He's 100% making that deadline. Grey Wall Stinner, we've got a striker, bro. How does it feel? Tell me.
Fantastic.
Yeah?
I liked our chances before the season even started, but getting a world-class striker is just, I think, could be the final piece, for us winning it. I really do. I think Tuchel's the man to take us forward. I can see it.
Yeah, and a bit later, there is a little tweet here of him on his way out already. So again, like you said, this could have been ages ago as well. So yeah, it's great news, guys. It's great news. CFC chats, are you happy, bro? How are you feeling about the whole Lukaku not being done with?
Man, I've been on 3 streams in 30 minutes and I'm buzzing. I'm still buzzing. It's nearly 11 o'clock and I'm so happy. It's a done deal. I can't wait to see him play.
Yeah, and I feel that. I feel like everyone's just here. Look, at the end of the day, guys, he's here. We've got to back him now. He's a Chelsea player. Even if there is Chelsea fans out there that have their reservations of Romelu Lukaku, he's a Chelsea player now. We've just got to get behind him. And I think goals. I really do. I hope he can do it to the same level as what he done at Inter Milan as well. And it's going to be really interesting how we set up, which is something we're going to do. Actually, I've got a FIFA squad builder. We're going to delve into that at some point soon, but I want to just keep going through the guys and getting your thoughts, starting with Hassan. Lukaku is a Chelsea player, it looks like, mate. So tell us your thoughts.
I mean, it's a good deal for us, man. Like, I know a lot of people are saying like Marina's paid 100 million for a player that we sold for 30 to 40 back in the day, but a lot has happened because if we never sold to Lukaku that time, I don't feel like he'd become the player he is now. And people are discrediting Marina, saying that 100 million for buying a player of a club that are in financial debt. I mean, you got to put context into it. He was considered untouchable 2 weeks ago and managed to bag this deal while they are in the financial debt. But he's got a lot to prove.
Real quick on the fee, that has essentially already been paid off through player sales. Once Tammy goes out the door, that'll be over 100 million euro that's been collected already, just in basically academy and Deadwood players. So essentially, Ramu's already a complete net gain as far as the fee goes. That has been paid, and
we don't have to worry about FFP.
Is it great? Is it great business from Marina? Obviously, all these sales that we've done and work, and potentially when Tammy goes out the door as well. That's what, at least nearly 100 in the regions of around sort of 100 million in sterling that we've just managed to do. That is pretty much covered the 97.5 or just under £1 million that we're going to pay for Romelu Lukaku. All right, we might get a Koundé, but that's without us even touching our pockets. Pretty impressive, eh?
I think it's decent. It's solid. It's not over the top.
Oh no, Marina's business is solid. Like
she's selling for good.
Ever since she's claimed Roman doesn't have to put his pockets and pull out 200 million anymore. She's put a stabilized business into Chelsea. Whereas, which is why I say to other people, like, you're all here criticizing Marina, but have you seen the financial status of Barcelona? Have you seen Real Madrid's? Have you seen AC's, Inter's, and even Arsenal? Their negotiators, their directors are all rubbish compared to ours.
Yeah.
Can I explain why we stopped pursuing Haaland?
Go on, mate.
Because
Go on.
where people didn't realise how bad Inter's financial situation was, and then when clubs found out, like Arsenal, I think Arsenal found out they were that desperate they were willing to like sell Martinez. So that's why we had to go in for Lukaku so we could get him at a cheap price. I think we got him at a cut price. If Arsenal had got Martinez before us, let's say, we probably would have had to pay 120 or maybe even 130 for him. So this is again Marina knowing what she's doing.
Yeah,
She's brilliant. That's my opinion.
Arteta got top 5 striker in the world. Yet some fans still crying and hating on him.
Yeah.
Fans. Listen, look.
And
Everyone's going to have preferences, and everyone's going to, want. I wanted Haaland. You guys know that. It's very clear and evident that I was very Haaland, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of our Chelsea fans were pro Haaland. Haaland. But at the end of the day, Romelu Lukaku coming to Chelsea is still a very good thing, and the one thing that we've needed to always sort out for going into this season was a striker, someone that can get the ball and pull it in the back of the net, and that's the most important thing. But before we move forward, guys, there's nearly 350 people in the chat right now. Please make sure you smash the like button, guys. I need to get to 150 likes. We're 120 away from 2K subscribers. So if all you guys could subscribe right now, we would literally be at 2K. So guys, please keep doing that for the channel. We're going to do a FIFA squad builder in a minute for the build up for the Super Cup as well, how we would like to play, etc. And we'll see how it goes. But come on, guys.
Do you think Lukaku will start Wednesday? Guys,
no, he'll be on the bench. There's no
Bench,
chance he'll
okay.
start. He'll be on the bench. We
We
don't
shouldn't be
know
starting
the
him.
extent of his fitness.
Yeah.
He'll probably play the last 20 minutes.
But people
we'll
still
get
going
into
on
that.
Rice.
I think
Come
he's
on.
fit, but I think
no Rice.
it'd
But I
be
wouldn't
too much
risk
to. It'd be too much to just ask him to start. Yeah, I agree. I think
Yeah,
he should
it's
go on
too
the bench.
soon.
But
Lukaku is a bad idea signing this season. There is a lot of people that feel like that at the moment. It's very, very.
Let them feel like that. Let them feel like that.
Yeah.
But
But it is
when
what it
he's
is.
scoring next season, then they can.
Hey,
look
yo,
back and-
it's
no.
better than I was gonna say. Right, it's better than being linked to Andy Carroll, Jem. You remember them transfer days?
Yeah.
Well, we used to go from being linked to Alexandro, who's at that time one of the best in the world, to a Zappacosta, a Lukaku to a Morata. Just be appreciative. We're getting linked to one of the best strikers in the world right now. And even if you want to call it backup or alternatives, even they are world-class players, our alternatives. But this fan base is spoiled, man.
It is, but do you know what? That fan base, once he settles in, once he starts playing, that it will, everyone will end up start backing him. You know what happens? It's always the build up before a player starts, and
It's
maybe
like
the
it's like
reservations.
the Chilwell game.
Well, the reservations are maybe a little bit understandable, bearing in mind how shit we are with strikers. So let's be serious. Some people are just probably jumping the gun and panicking already that it's not going to work, and I don't think we can do that when you look at his stats.
Yeah.
You look at his stats and what he's done in the last 2 years. He scored goals. He just needs to come and do the same thing for us.
I was gonna
He's
say,
scored
Jem,
goals
right?
everywhere. He's scored
Yeah,
goals
I was gonna say, Jem, right? Like with our other strikers, right? They couldn't hack the pressure of being at Chelsea. Whereas Lukaku, this situation is different. He's coming back wanting to prove himself. He doesn't care about the pressure no more. He wants to silence his critics and haters. That's why he's coming back. Like, look at Salah. He was considered a flop, but when he came back and wanted to prove himself, look what happened. He's elevated his career. So I'm just looking at it this way. I'm looking at Lukaku as Salah. He's coming back to prove himself. United fans are all hating on him. I think he knows that United and a certain fan base don't like him and don't like his first touch. So I feel like he's gonna come back and probably try to hit the ground running.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, we've got Erin here. Erin, what you saying, my bro?
I'm good. You lot?
Yeah, not bad, mate. We're all excited. We got the news that we wanted. Obviously, Romelu Lukaku has been officially, he's passed his medical. He's on his way over to Chelsea. There's been images of him with a Chelsea shirt in his hand as well. It's confirmed around 150 million euros, which is, like I said, 97.5 million sterling, roughly around that sort of figure. What's your thoughts, mate? Tell us.
There's one word, and that is relieved. I'm so relieved. We finally got a striker. It's literally, I think he could start in the Super Cup because if he's,
I don't think he's ready. I don't think he has connection with the team.
It's way too
No.
soon.
Not starting. He
risk
can come
it.
on. Yeah, he come on like last 30 minutes, 20 minutes, but I don't think he's ready with the team yet. You got to have that connection
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
I don't see it. Not yet.
There's no point starting him for a full 90 when he doesn't know half of the tactics and stuff. He's just gonna look like a lost sheep in strike, man.
Yeah. What's it called? That picture of him holding that shirt. Is that actually him?
Yeah, it's actually him. Yep.
It's
been
actually him,
confirmed.
Yeah. Is it so? So what I'm confused about is he coming to London today or tomorrow?
Yeah, he's on his way. He could
Simon
be. No,
Phillips.
he could already be here. We could be.
Simon
hours
Phillips just
behind.
said this evening or Tuesday morning, just like he just said just now.
It's probably a controlled leak or something, or it's like a delayed leak. But he'll probably be here by the time we end this stream. Because let's be real, man, it's a few hour flight. It's a couple-hour flight, so
Yeah.
maybe Chelsea play by the evening, and it'll probably be announced tomorrow.
Do you guys what would you guys have as a starting attack in the Super Cup then if Lukaku?
We're going to do that now. That's something we're going to do now. Actually, let's do it. Just give me 2 seconds. I was just trying to do a text quickly, actually. But 2 seconds, guys. You can't argue, mate. I'm just trying to see what these because there's so much like back and forwards going on here. Really. Check Absolute Twitter, Gem.
That was what I just read. That's what I just read. That
what was it?
He's coming either today or Tuesday morning. That's what they just said. If that's what he's referring to, or his medicals are A-OK, as what they said again.
Oh right, here we go.
So nothing new.
Romelu Lukaku's medicals are okay. He's ready to come back home. That's what it says. Then Romelu Lukaku will travel to either London travel to London either this evening or Tuesday morning ahead of his switch. That's the Athletic. So it's happening, guys. It is definitely happening. We're gonna have a bit of fun now as well. I want you viewers to get involved as well. Let us know what your thoughts and feelings are. We'll be going through it as well. But we are going to be doing a squad builder for the Super Cup game. Going into the Super Cup game, obviously you've heard the news and what else. I was about to start, and I'm going to put Mendy in anyway because I'm assuming he's going to be playing, isn't he? I'm not even going to start.
No, Bettinelli's playing. Bettinelli's going to start.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. So, guys, are you happy with this 3-4-3 that I've kind of done for now? Yeah,
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. So, give me your back three starting from the left.
Rudiger.
Yeah, Rudiger.
Rudiger. 100%.
In the middle, Thiago, and the right will be Christensen.
Will Thiago be ready for?
I think it'll be Zuma and Christensen.
No, I think
I
think Zuma will play. I think Zuma will play.
Zuma will play.
Okay.
100%.
I think Zuma's been our best defender pre-season, funny enough.
Yeah.
What you think Zuma will play in the middle, guys? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Not middle, maybe left.
No,
if
right.
Christensen starts, sorry, yeah, right.
No,
right,
Thiago.
right.
I think Thiago.
If Christensen starts, he'll go there. But I don't think Thiago's exactly ready yet. He just came last week, so I'm not too sure if he's ready.
It's like the same as Jorginho, like.
Yeah, but Jorginho, we have to kind of play Jorginho. We can't play Cover and Koundé.
So come on, let's have a vote then. Who's playing in the middle? Zuma.
I think
Who's saying Zuma?
I think Thiago.
I say Zuma.
I think Zuma.
Yeah,
Zuma.
Zuma.
Zuma it is. Zuma it is, guys. Who's playing right centre back?
Christensen.
Christensen.
Christensen. Yeah?
Is that speed already?
I didn't even spell his name. I usually just call him Krusty, so I need to. I don't.
Yeah, that's a good point. What about Aspie as well?
Is that speed
Well,
not?
Maybe.
I
think
don't
he's ready.
think Christensen.
Don't feel like
playing,
he'd
so
play.
why would I? Don't, yeah, I think Aspie.
I
I feel
think
like
he will
Aspie
play.
will play.
I think he will be as a captain. Yeah, he will let him. Yeah. I agree,
Aspie, yeah.
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 Wouldn't you put Christensen over Zuma then?
I don't think Christian will be as ready as Zuma because Zuma's like, I think Zuma will be that player that we can, I think, agree that he 100% start because he's at least had some build up in pre-season.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think
middle.
stopping is just him leaving.
Kante.
Kante,
Yeah,
I'd say Kante Jorginho.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Jorginho
I
will
think
have to be
Cover.
forced
I
to
think
play.
Cover
I
might
think
play.
Kante cover because I don't think Jorginho will be ready yet.
I don't see Kante, Tuchel playing the cover Kante again because that never worked. But
Okay. Okay.
All right, so Kante is the one. I'd say Kante and cover as well. Who agrees with that? We all agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. Cover. Yeah.
it won't be ideal. But I think Tuchel will
Solely on
force
the reason
Jorginho to play.
Jorginho. Yeah,
Maybe
solely
So
wild
my
card
question
of
to you guys is,
No, he's not.
who plays on the
No.
left? Because Chilwell hasn't been playing. So who plays on that
Alonso.
left?
It'll be
Alonso.
Alonso. Yeah, Alonso.
Yeah, with
Solid option
Alonso.
there.
Alonso. Okay, cool. Right.
Cho.
So
I
yeah.
think
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree.
Cho's gonna play.
Cho. Okay.
Mm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He's been very good there, I think, pre-season.
Callum, Hudson, Udui. Where are you, Udui? Udui. Here we are. And then who's your playing on the right sided of the three up front?
Havertz.
Ziyech.
Havertz.
Oh, Ziyech? Wouldn't you put
Well, I
Ziyech?
actually think
Oh yeah, no, Ziyech there and then Havertz the other
Ziyech.
side.
Yeah, because Ziyech has
Ziyech.
scored 4 goals in games.
Who's up front?
Wouldn't you play Havertz up front and Werner behind?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
I'd
was-
play one.
Yeah. Then that would be it.
I think
I
Havertz
think,
as a
I think
striker.
Werner plays this game. I really do, and I think Havertz
Yeah, he was different,
will lead
yeah.
the line to start with. So, guys, this is our proposed Super Cup final team that we think Tuchel will play. You've got to bear in mind, guys, there's a lot of players that haven't played any football. So this is why we've made the decision to play certain individuals over others. I want to know what people's thoughts are in the chat as well. We've got Hassan backstage. Just throw him in. There we go, Hassan. Links in the chat as well.
Yeah, that's a solid team. That's a very solid team for
Alonso
Villarreal.
Kovacic. Yes, mate.
Do you not think Tuchel might play Pulisic instead of Werner?
No.
I don't
It's
know.
mine.
I don't see.
I think
Pulisic
Alonso.
starting.
I feel like weirdly he might play like Pulisic instead of Alonso.
The
If
big
that was
question
gonna
is:
happen, but that'd be weird.
No. That
Does-
won't work.
Does Lukaku
I don't like it.
Does Lukaku make it in this game at any point? Does
No.
I
he
think
make
yes.
it or not?
I think yes.
Really
He
do.
could possibly come on, but if
If
we're
we're winning,
2-0,
I think
if
he
we're winning,
will.
He will be a bench in the bench, I think.
He'll be on the
If-
bench,
yeah,
is
really.
what people are saying. Viewers, what are your thoughts? There's the 412 of you here. What's your thoughts? Is Lukaku going to make it for the Super Cup final on Wednesday, or do we think that that's not going to be the case? Let me know. Because I think we'd want to try and get him in at least one game
Yeah.
before the beginning of the season. Do you know what I mean? Like to get mixing with him and that. But
I want him to make it. That was his last game for us. Was the Super Cup, so it'd just be the perfect way for him to start for us.
if he comes on, it'll probably be
bench.
for Havertz.
But-
Sorry, Jem, I gotta go stream already. Appreciate
Oh,
having me
man.
on. Sorry,
No
I was on there
worries,
for a little
man.
bit. Big up panel, guys.
yeah, see you later.
Catch you guys later. See you all.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you, bro. I know I got that effect. See you later.
Oh, Declared, I missed you
See
again,
you,
man.
bro.
I missed you Declared again. I'll catch you next time, Declared, man. Have a good one, mate.
Take it
See
easy,
you.
bro.
Guys.
Declared. Romelu Lukaku has been
Jim.
pretty much past his medical. He's on his way. He could either be here tonight, tomorrow, which means he could be available for the game on Wednesday. How do you feel now that we've actually got it over the line? Like, has it sank in yet?
Yeah, but I think that the people that are pushing Haaland and we bagged Lukaku a little bit. I guess we got lower expectations, so I guess we go into this new season with a better mindset, the lower expectation. But I think it's definitely what we need. I think we're in such a position we're going to make any striker look good. So I'm happy. I'm really happy that we're gonna have that force that Lukaku brings.
No.
But I don't think he'll play for the Super Cup. Way too early. I think he'll be there though.
Where do the Super Cup will be placed?
Belfast, I think.
In Stamford Bridge?
In Ireland, in Belfast.
Yeah, Belfast.
All right, so interesting stuff. I'm just going through some of the chats as well. No, not for the Super Cup final, is what Jay Jordan says here. Musonda, I don't think Musonda's back. I'm not too sure.
No, I think he will be on loan.
Didn't he
Lukaku
catch
will
COVID?
score in the Super Cup, is what Meko says.
Maybe.
Romelu Lukaku is coming home, is what Football Games is saying. Guys, look, like I said, there's over 400 of you here right now. We need to get 200 likes, so please make sure that you smash the like button for GNA TV. Also, subscribe to the channel, guys, because, listen, we're not far away from 2K, and I can't get there without you guys supporting us as well. So please help us get there as well. Jem, your channel has grown well. I remember coming. Yeah, I know, bro. It's moving, bro. It's moving. We're doing really, really well. Big up to Sam as well. He was one of the first guys when we set up this channel just under a year ago, and it is really taking off, and we want to, appreciate it. I really, really do. Koundé is next. I agree. So Koundé will be a Chelsea player. I think it's just sorting out the valuation between Sevilla and Chelsea as well. There's not been much news about Koundé, but I think you'll start seeing that speed up very, very soon as well. So it's going to be interesting.
Zuma holding it off, I think.
Sevilla first game in the 15th of I think. Let me check. 15th of August. The first game. I think before that, Koundé will come to Chelsea. I think.
I mean, it needs to be maybe by next week he will move to Chelsea.
I think because they can't start the first game of the league before buying him, so I don't think so. They will buy
I got
him
a question for the panel and for the chat as well, and it's I'm curious about after Koundé, right? Let's say Koundé gets done. Do people expect another transfer?
I don't
No.
think so. I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Too many will not come. I'm just saying right.
Yeah, too
Yeah,
many is
I
too
agree.
big.
It's probably
I mean, like a quick final, last second kind of quick.
Yeah, the
maybe,
final was
not a big transfer.
the young guy in
Nothing against
Barcelona. What is
Tchouaméni,
his name?
but
it's
I
probably
want-
gonna be a
I think
small one.
I think we will buy just Koundé. That's all.
I think the guy from Barcelona, the academy guy from Barcelona, I think that will be the last time.
Maybe.
No,
we need
think so,
established
maybe.
players, not talent players. So
Yeah.
Tchouaméni should just stay in France and get better, I think. And if
Because
he,
the guy in Barcelona don't want to sign contract, so the club are willing to sell him now. So he's not ready to sign a new contract. So the club are willing to lift him to offer around £4 million or something like that. So I think he's going to be the last transfer for Chelsea for me.
Because
If you look at
the way I was looking at it too was that if we get those two players in, it could cause a bit of a not a disturbance, but maybe people that thought they had a position don't have a position and they want to leave, even though we need them as backups, and then we
no. To be
Yeah.
honest, I doubt they'd leave because we just came off winning a Champions League. I think they'd be happy to sit on the bench as long as they get medals on there.
Listen, no one's happy on the bench. No one's happy on the
course.
bench.
Well, to be honest,
They're
But
happy
at
if
least they
they're
get
happy on
the
the
medal.
bench if there's a chance of playing, or if it's a young player that's happy to get time. Or someone like say Zuma, for example, he feels
yeah,
he's
but I think
his
a
peak.
lot of these players know that there's going to be Club World Cup as well as League Cup, FA Cup, so rotation will be a lot this season, especially down
I think
December.
the substitution is going to be 5 substitution, right? 5, right? This is
Now we go back to 3.
3.
Yeah, 3.
I thought you said
I
5 is
think he will
tough.
not change it. I think he
I
will
They are
not
not
think
going
change
to
it.
Super Cup might have, I think, still has 5 maybe.
Hmm.
When the Premier League starts, we're back to 3.
Yeah,
I wish they kept
I
it.
agree.
A lot of the lower clubs didn't like it, so they voted against
But I
it.
think it's very good, in my opinion.
No, I like the 5 because the 5 will create more chance for people to see chance to play. You understand? Because a lot of players will see chance to play. That is why I like the 5 substitution. Because it will give so many people a chance to come in and play. At least 20 minutes, 15 minutes, at least you will provide so many chances.
I'm very excited from Lukaku, how he will get to the defending against. Oh my God, he will control it.
Yeah, for me, I'm not a big fan of Chelsea signing Lukaku, but if at the end of the day we end up signing Lukaku, we all have to rally up and support him because one, he's not a Chelsea player, so all of us have to support him. But at the initial time for me, I wasn't like that kind of a big fan. So, but if
To be
Lukaku is
honest,
coming, well,
to be
man,
honest,
I have
Chelsea
to
need
support.
a big bully. They need a bully up front. Lukaku is that bully.
No,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't. We
All,
didn't need a
all of
bully. Where'd
him
you
and
really?
Haaland are the same type of player. Like, if you like Haaland, then you should really like Lukaku. Like, I don't really see
The reason, the
But
reason I like
but
Holland, the
Lukaku,
reason I like
but
Holland is not because of, or I hate
but
The reason I like Holland is because of the age wise, and for me, I like this age wise. If not, I don't have any. But for me, Lukaku, because for me, if you can get the best of Lukaku like 3 seasons, so I don't have problem with that. But what I'm talking about is because of the age wise when it comes to Holland, 21, so he can stay in Chelsea like 5
no, but
years.
when did age become a thing
I
when
don't
it
care
comes to
about
talent?
age.
No,
I
no.
just want the
Hold
best
on, hold on.
If
players.
you're
Age
using
comes
that
into
logic,
play. Let me
Age
finish.
is very important. Age
Age
is very
comes to
important.
massively because
Yeah.
right now Haaland
Well,
and
you said-
Lukaku are very comparable, right? and you could pick on little things, right? And but they're very comparable stat wise, everything wise, where they play. It was a big debate, right? But
Mm-hmm.
the biggest factor from both players was 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years.
Yes,
But
he can
Lukaku
reset.
proves also like how he can try to the defend. Like he
Can I
can
ask a question?
screw to them.
Do you think we'd
Brother,
have Haaland for 8 years?
Lukaku is going to improve Chelsea. Once Lukaku is
Yeah, of
Chelsea,
course.
Well,
No,
he's
but
going
that's
to
what
I
I'm.
agree.
This is what
I
I'm
agree.
saying, though. This
Let,
is what I'm.
let me tell you this. Everyone's told me that. Do you think Haaland will stay long, right? There could be a smaller chance. There could be a good chance. Who knows, right? But there is a chance for Haaland that stays for 8 years. But there's an impossible
yes.
chance that Lukaku stays for 8 years and performs at
Well,
a level.
can I just
Maybe, yeah.
Can I
How's
just
it?
quickly
How's
say
it
about
impossible? It's
11
all
has
on
to
one
be
him.
second,
34 and still
guys?
produce
Exactly.
ridiculous
One second.
numbers.
Bro, he's 28. He is,
Guys.
bro. 36 years old, bro.
Look at
And
Drogba, 32.
he's already struggling with he's struggling to keep that same fitness.
So
right?
there's been an announcement from on Sky Sports about Haaland, and apparently Bayern Munich are trying to sign Haaland.
Yeah, Bayern Munich,
So
yeah.
From next
that is
season.
something that's going on. Well, I don't know if they're doing it now or next season, but they're trying to get
Yeah,
it
I saw
done,
it on Sky.
which is
I saw the
unusual.
news.
They just come out of nowhere. It's got to be for next season because they ain't got the money now to just go and sign a
They
Haaland.
said
So
next
maybe just
season.
trying to
They
get
said
an
next
agreement in
season.
place. They
I
probably waiting
reckon,
for
Jim, there
Chelsea
was
to
that.
see if they got him or not, but we didn't get him, and now they're trying to see if they can get him tied up, like most teams are going to try and do for next year.
They need to sell players.
What's going on here, Cled? What have you done? Have you annoyed people?
Worst thing, if Holland can stay in Bayern Munich, I don't have problem. But the worst thing, I don't want
Miguel's
to
having a
Man
go
U
at him.
signing Holland. I
As
don't
long
want
as
to
Man
see
U
Man U
don't get him.
signing Holland.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want.
That'll be terrible. But we
That'll
can't
be
do anything
terrible,
about it. As long as we do our job, then it doesn't matter even if they get
Barkley
Haaland.
can go to Newcastle. For me, if I would chase, I would say Barkley. But this is the last chance to say Barkley. For me, Barkley can go to Newcastle. That is the best place for him to go and play.
I
And
don't
if
think
I
that's
get
going to happen.
20 million from him, so I think it will be a good
I think
option
Newcastle
for
will get him.
Yeah, they just got
Yeah,
Willock,
I think.
Well, as there's a 357 of you here still right now, I will keep giving you the updated news, which is on the banner below as well. And Fabrizio Romano has come out and said that he has completed main part of his medical test as a Chelsea player today morning in Milano. 100% confirmed. Romelu Lukaku's camp is now planning together with Chelsea for a London flight this week, which we've heard is not next few days. It's either tonight or tomorrow morning is what we've been told. And we have
I know
signed
that Kai is going to be happy hearing this news. Wherever he is now, he's going to be happy. Hearing that Lukaku is going to Chelsea. So he's going to be happy hearing the news of Lukaku. So
yeah. So yeah, at the end of the day, it is happening.
Roma's back.
There has been images of him potentially holding a shirt as well. I'll show you guys that quickly if it's still up, unless it's been removed. Where is it? He looks alright, and that's Tammy.
Yeah, that's it.
Check
there
the
it
comments.
I like it.
There it is, guys.
This is fake or
Lukaku
not?
holding the Chelsea shirt on his way in the car. Someone's managed to catch him really quickly somehow. They've done well on that. Looks like he's holding the Chelsea shirt already. So that means for me, if he's holding the Chelsea shirt, I reckon he's going to the airport now. And I reckon by this evening, you will see him holding the shirt with Marina or whoever it is next to him.
I want Drogba to announce Lukaku. I want Drogba to be the one to do the announcement. It will be amazing. I like Rudiger. When Rudiger announced Kai. So if Drogba can do that a little bit, that would be awesome.
Can do, Brock. If you want us to do a FIFA, guys in the chat, let us know. Let me know. There's 400 of you here. If you want me to do a FIFA squad builder for next year, the proposed deal, the proposed season with Lukaku in it, let me know. If you all say yes, do a squad builder, and we can get you involved as well. You can super chat. There's an option to super chat as well if you guys would like to do that and get your thoughts in who you think should be starting next season and who you think's how we're going to line up and stuff. So let me know if you want me to do that. If you don't, then we won't do it. But I'll leave it with you. Oh, David, I knew you'd come out of somewhere. Wrong, better perform or else. David hates Lukaku. David, I put a link in the chat if it's still here.
Hey, yo, David, who do you hate more, Mount or Lukaku?
He's saying this season. I agree with him. Though. I think you have to see Lukaku scoring. You know,
he needs to perform. There's no
He will
excuses. I'm
score
not.
24,
He has to just
25 goals plus, I think.
If
wait,
Lukaku
just
can't
jump
score,
back.
man, I don't think we ever buy a striker again. There's some curse going around or something.
No, it's the
What is
number
Jim?
9 curse. It's
What
the
is Jim?
I
number
don't
9
want it.
curse.
I don't want him
It's
to wear
coming
that
back.
number 9. He can change
Press
maybe
wrong
wear
button.
number 18. Number 9. I don't want him to wear that number 9. Just find another number.
Oh,
It'll
you
be
mean
more
the
better
shirt?
for him.
Done with the shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want him to wear that number 9.
Mm.
Choose another jersey.
I think
Link
he will
is in
get
the,
number 9.
yeah. Link is in
To
the
be
chat,
honest.
guys. If anyone wants to come in, let us know. Lukaku loves scoring against Arsenal. Yeah, he'll bully him. I can't wait to see him flatten the pacemaker.
Man United. I can't wait.
No.
If he does it against Man United,
Sheesh. Let's see.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, isn't it? Can anyone join the stream? Yes, Ashley. Anyone can join the stream, bro. The link's in the chat. I'm giving you guys what we do on GNA TV is because there's a lot of new people in the chat right now. We, we give the link in the chat. You guys come in and have your say. You know, we always open the lines at half hour, 45 minutes through the stream. You want to come on and have your thoughts. Tell us what you think. If you're happy with Lukaku, if you're not, if there's anything else that you want to talk about, you can do that. The link is there. It's there in the chat. Make sure you just click on that link. It will take you directly to us, and then you can get in and have your say, guys, for the next 20 minutes or so before we finish up. But
What's
yeah,
your
go on.
prediction in the Super Cup match? How many goals we're gonna score? Are you confident we are winning or no?
We are winning the game.
Of course.
We are winning the Super Cup. For me, I'm very, very confident when it comes to that match.
I
We are winning
think
the game.
3-0 for us.
He's going
What gives
to
you
be.
confidence, man? Tell me,
Can't-
what gives you confidence?
What
I
gives me
think-
confidence is because of the way. You see, one thing. Look at the way Chelsea. Nobody. The
Lukaku's not
problem is
playing.
that nobody.
Lukaku's not in Super Cup. What gives you confidence?
No,
we're
it's
missing
not
a lot
about
of
Lukaku
players.
because we are going. All of we have our full squad. We have our full squad going to this final. So I see that Havertz is going to score. Werner is going to score. Watch me see what is going to
I
happen.
don't think Werner. I think Ziyech and
Werner is
Havertz.
going to score. Werner is going to score. He scored against. He scores against Tottenham. That is a clean goal. If not the way because of
That was lucky.
Hey,
That was lucky.
They changed the VAR rules now, man.
Yeah. So they
if
changed
those
the rules
rules were
now.
in
So it's
last
going to
season,
favor Werner so much.
as long as our players don't get injured, I'm okay. If they're injured for Fofana really well, so I just don't want that to happen to one of our players.
I think Ziyech and Havertz will score, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you know what?
But
While we're at that, sorry, guys, we are. I was just checking, saying we are literally how far are we? This has been a big stream, so we are 4 away from 1.9k subscribers, and that means we're 104 away from hitting 2k subscribers. There's 320 you here, guys.
Let's hit it. Come on.
We could literally make 2k. You could actually help this channel make 2k if you guys all subscribe now for me. Please help us get there. Please smash the like button as well. Let's try and at least get up to 200 likes. We've got Matty with us. Matty, how you doing, my man?
I'm good, lads. I caught your stream a little while ago, and I thought I'd come in and just say a few bits.
No worries,
I think a lot of people are underestimating Werner this season. I think last year he come into a team where, you know, he had a long time off because of the Bundesliga. He come into the team, he didn't find his form. I think his chances created was brilliant. We all know that he had, by the end of the season, there was jokes about him being onside. I just think this is the year you're going to see the best out of him. I think with a target man like Lukaku that he can play off, I think with him finding his feet and hopefully staying on side a little bit more, I think he's going to be one of our biggest hitters. I think this is going to be Werner's season.
I hope so, mate.
Someone behind me.
I believe you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm one of these guys that is sort of set on the fence with Werner, because I think you have to give every player, you know, at least a season to adapt, to do what he needs to do. And I think Werner's, barring other than scoring goals, I think his own game was, the way he played the last season, I thought was okay. I don't think it was as bad as people.
He contributed more than 20-something goals, both assists and everything.
Yeah, you know.
Goals, you know. And people are still talking.
The great thing he do assisting. That's the great thing he do.
I think he's important. I think he's important to the way we would like to play, how we do things there. And I do. If he starts putting goals in the back of the net along with Lukaku, and they get to double digits, then Chelsea have every chance of being able to compete for the Premier League this season. I really do. I really think that would be the case. But Cowboys here, Cowboy, what are you saying? You're mute, Bray. You're on mute.
Guys, now when you call Ziyech, he's a wizard. Now Lukaku, what do you call him?
The beast.
No, the tiger.
The
lion. Yeah.
The guy's literally physically bigger than a tiger himself.
Look at his body. Like he's a.
I like his body now because he's very. I like his body. He really tried in building that. Look at this process. He tried very well. In terms of reducing weight, he tried very well. For me, he's going to do well. For me, Lukaku is going to do well. I'm not afraid of that. But the only way I'm concerned is the age, because we're not going to resell. Because I don't want everybody to understand Chelsea is a selling club. So the better we understand that we are a selling club. So we sell players after we have to sell before we can buy. So I wish maybe we can get Lukaku at the age of 25 or 26. That could be more fair. You understand? So, but for me, I don't have a problem that Lukaku is going to do well.
I think Lukaku will be fine, to be fair. My question to the group would be is, who do you think will be on pens? Do you think it will be Jorginho, or do you think it will be Lukaku?
I want Lukaku. I want Lukaku to take
but if I'm not mistaken, he's hit 14 out of 14 for Milan, isn't it, right? It's close to that.
And I think he missed one.
Has he missed one? I still think
only one, I think it was.
Maybe.
For me, the best player, the same way people see Timo Werner, the same way people see Kovacic. For me, Kovacic is the best player in Chelsea. Whenever I'm watching Chelsea and I see Kovacic playing for Chelsea, always give me this kind of confidence.
Yeah, do you know what? I mean, Ashley said it. Yeah, I actually think a Timo and Romelu Lukaku double pivot could actually work. Well, obviously, it's yet to be proven, but I think it now allows Timo Werner to concentrate and not be in the focal point, which means he can make his runs more so. And not just that, Romelu Lukaku being a target man is going to attract a lot of players on him anyway. So I think it works. I think it works for Chelsea moving forward.
I'm with Ashley. When you said you were going to do a team setup, I had a lineup in mind. I actually want to see with.
Well, go on then, show me. Let's do it quickly.
Let's do it. Tell me what you guys think. I'm going to cop shit, but I like it. I mean, cop it back.
That's it. All right, so
brace yourself.
Literally brace yourself, isn't it? All right, so let's do the preferred 11 then, yeah, for the season, how we want to see it. But starting with declared. So declared, go on, tell me who you change.
Cool. So obviously, put Silva where Zuma is.
Okay, so we're going for Silva. Cool. Yeah.
I'll leave Ashby there because who knows about Koundé, so we'll just leave that. Leave Koundé out for now.
Yeah.
I'll put Reece James right wing back.
Reece James is right wing back. Okay, so no Callum Hudson-Odoi again.
I probably should tell you, I need a formation change.
Oh dear, what are you doing?
Extra midfield.
So what do you want? A 4? What? What do you want?
3-5-2.
You want a 3-5-2? There we go. There's your 3-5-2. Is that all right?
Cool. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I love to remove.
Take off Kovacic.
Oh my God! Take off Kovacic. Kovacic is the best player. I wanted to move.
1 second, guys. 1 second.
Oh my God!
The idea was to have only 1-6, right? And that would be Kante.
Okay.
Right. And then I'd have Mount and Havertz in the midfield as well.
So it's just put Mount there. Even though it ain't Mount there, people, this is just Mount.
I'll explain the thinking as well.
And then we're putting Chilwell in or not?
Chilwell, yeah.
Well, this is some division rival tactics going on here.
Okay, and then who's up front? Werner, Lukaku.
Yeah.
Havertz and Lukaku, maybe.
So.
Havertz is the
So it's a little bit like how Conte played, and maybe Tuchel embraces it. But you got the two big runners, and Lukaku hold up the ball, so no one can play a deeper line than us. And Havertz and Mount actually drop deeper when we're building up play. So they're actually doing Jorginho's role, right, in the build-up play. But once on that, we have two formidable midfielders There we go. And only Kante sits back on the thing. And,
Very
and
good
having Reece
formation.
James and Chilwell is a bit more defensive if we need on tucked on opposing sides. But
I think this is a bit too
I like
ambitious
it.
myself.
This is very good. I think if he did Chucha like this,
it is very open though in
can't
midfield
believe
because you're asking N'Golo Kante to sit and then without really having the protection, Mason Mount would have to do a lot of work to get back along with Kai Havertz, which we don't really want to see. Whereas
Kante's
Christensen,
not doing a lot of sitting, but
Yeah, Louis.
going solo.
Christensen is supposed to be in that team. Christensen is supposed to be in that team. You know?
No, he ain't getting in the team. He's on the bench.
No, he will be in the bench.
I think Mount will be played a lot in midfield this season. Actually,
I agree.
alongside with in the front three. I actually think Mount will play quite a lot of games deep for us this season.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
man.
wouldn't be surprised.
Switch Reece James and Dave's position. Dave, I'm sorry he's talking about put Reece James as right centre back. And then what would you do with right wing back then? Would we go for a Hudson Odoi, like that kind of sort of player?
No, we'll get Koundé. We'll get Koundé. I think.
Yeah, if we get Koundé, he gets in this team for me, and he plays right centre back, which means Reece James plays right wing back. That's what I would do.
Yeah. So I was thinking that the more defensive wing backs because to make up
To be
for,
honest,
in the middle.
I was gonna say if
Instead
we
of
Not
get
a pivot
Koundé.
stand. It's meant to be a free. It's a 3-5-2, but with Kante holding and 2 8s in front. But it's just that I can't change it. It won't let me do that.
Yeah, that explains the idea. So I think because my idea was, and we've kind of tested it with Lampard and Tuchel when he was putting Mount as a 6, but we didn't quite do it because it makes up for the missing of Jorginho here, but it also has Havertz and Mount on the field.
Yeah.
Mount
think-
against
just
weaker
to-
teams can do it. He can play 6.
Just to
Well,
challenge.
It's not a 6. It's like 2 8s and it's
Yeah, go on, mate. What are you
It's a
saying?
Lukaku plays
Yeah,
centre
like-
forward.
It's like Mount is everywhere, where Havertz is a little bit more between 8 and a 10, if that makes sense. But
I'd just
as the
challenge
game
this from a-
transitions, as the game transitions, changes, if that makes sense.
I don't ever see this team being a starting team. I think the problem is Tuchel likes to control play, and my question would be is who dictates play in this lineup? Like if you've not got Kovacic in the team, or if you don't have Jorginho in the team, who is your person that's turning over the ball to keep play moving?
That's what I'm talking
I,
about.
I think this is. Don't get me wrong.
No,
I think you could see this lineup in like the 70th minute onwards if we're down a goal and we need to go win a game. But I just don't see this being a starting team.
So what would you do, Matt?
I'll
Come in
give
and
you
tell me. What would you do? Where are we going?
I
Kovacic from
wouldn't
Man.
have this formation. I'd go back to the previous formation. Myself personally.
Okay. So which was it wasn't like that. I forgot myself. Was it a 3-4-2-1? Might have been. I done. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
All
I
right.
think defensive line's fine. I think you'll switch. Taking Koundé out of the situation, I think you'll switch between Azpilicueta and Reece. To be honest, I think against teams where we need a bit of pace at the back, you'll start Reece James. In the games where we're probably going to have a lot of possession, he'll probably start Aspi. I think that's changeable. I think it will. Then I think on the right hand side, I think it will be between Cho and Reece James. I think, like I say, that's going to be pretty set on unless Koundé comes in. In the midfield, for me, I think it's always going to be a switch. But I think last season we got our best when it was Kovacic and Jorginho, which is mental because Kante is brilliant. But I just think Kovacic and Jorginho for me.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think for controlling play, I think that they just give more. I think with teams like if you're playing Man City,
I just wonder
if you're
why
playing Man
West Brom
City,
happened with that midfield. Just wanna.
I was gonna say like Brojo has just
Yeah, that's fine.
Conte is not going to play a lot of matches this season. He's going to be in big matches.
He will.
Not to win.
Kovacic
he's
and
going to be in big
Jorginho
So Matty,
played in the West Brom game.
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
What's your
I think
front
that'd be the
three?
starting.
What's your
My
front three?
front three would be this. This is probably me gonna. So what do I think it will be, or what do I want it to be? Is the question.
you
I think
tell me
it will be.
What do you think is gonna be in there?
Timo Werner on the left and the right will be.
I think the front three will be.
That's boring, bro. Give us what you
Lukaku.
want. It's all about what you want, bro.
I'll tell you both.
Which is
I
official.
think Lukaku up top. I think Havertz right forward. I think they'll start Mount left forward. Me personally, I wouldn't start Havertz. I would start Mount and Werner.
Wow, there you go. Mount and Werner over Havertz. So
I
you would
believe
have.
a lot of people
I don't
believe,
think
Jim,
so,
that
but
Mount's
yeah.
going to get dropped for some reason. I can only see Havertz out. That's what I was hoping
He's
for. What I
17.
gave
Like,
to get them both in the team.
I think.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's dropped, but I do think he has to force his way back in because
Yeah.
obviously other players are ahead of him right at this moment. So
No, but I think the situation is almost like I think Werner will play better in that position where we all want probably Havertz might do all right, and it probably depends on the game. If it's if the teams are sitting back,
yeah, it'll
then
be rotation.
where's Werner going to run? So then we put Havertz where Werner will be.
Yeah,
Havertz,
yeah,
oh,
100%.
I can see
100%.
Werner being used in bigger games, and maybe in smaller games I'd definitely use Mount over Werner because
Man,
Werner's much better.
David Common.
Front three are going to
Oh,
change all
here
season.
he is. There he is. Man on the bench. Do you know what? I know what. Actually, do you know what? I know what David would do. Actually, so let's do a David one. This David, if I
Davo, come on, Davo.
David
How about
Common
Werner?
gonna
I
be
don't think Mount will play.
Wait, we need to get Haaland. We can't do anything
Yeah,
without Haaland.
David,
So.
David, I know you're in the chat. Tell me, is this your actual lineup? I know he'd probably put Kante in there as well. Not Kovacic.
He
No,
said
no,
that-
he's
he
dropped
said that on the
Kovacic.
chat.
No,
He said that on
He's
the
dropped
chat.
Kovacic.
yeah, I don't wait.
I'm gonna
to-
He's
Avoid
dropped
him
Kovacic
now.
for Kante.
David, why are you hiding, man? Why are you hiding, man? Come on, give me the link. Oh, he's coming on. Yeah, I've just given him the link now. So
Shout it away.
the link's in the chat, David. Grab it.
Yeah,
See what he
Joe.
says.
Maybe he's typing it out.
So what are we talking about now?
So
Lukaku.
yeah,
No, I guarantee this
Rafa,
is
welcome,
what
mate.
David would do.
Obviously, Lukaku
But
will be a Chelsea player. So what's your thoughts on that while we're waiting for David?
Yeah, it feels like last couple of days ago on the weekend, Saturday, they already announced it while the guys went out, and then on that night as well, David Ornstein said that they're doing a medical in Belgium, and then flying on the Sunday night, but then things all happened, got delayed in that, but. I feel like it's a bit too late now. That he won't be registered for the Super Cup game. I reckon like he might be playing for the Palace game for sure. Yeah, exciting time so far for the Chelsea fans. You know, just get the deal done, man. I know Fabrizio tweeted like it's going to be done in the next couple of days, but what's the definition of couple? It could be 2 or 3, maybe like 5 or maybe a week. So yeah. I'm not really that mad about it, but it's just the behind the scenes thing, you know. We don't know what's going on there, but it's a patient game.
It's a patience game. It's a patient. And does Timo Werner get in the team for you next season, or do you think he'll be the one that suffers?
If we go for at the back, you can have Mount in that midfield 3, then Werner, Lukaku, Havertz up front. If we change the rotation, if we do play a back 3. Because Mount hasn't been in training for the last at least 3 weeks because of the Euro final. So for the first 3 games, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts Werner, Havertz, and Lukaku.
There you go. I'm just going to send David the link properly because I know he struggles.
That is to show you how rich Chelsea is. Look at the squad players. You know, we are finding it difficult to fix players. You know, I show you how they scored.
Hey, Fada, how much goals Werner's going to get, bro? I might as well start with that.
17 goals this season.
17?
Yeah, 17 goals.
Anyway, that's my thought.
I think 10.
I'm just gonna come here quick and say the last few words. Anyone going to Belfast tomorrow? I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah.
No worries, my guy. No worries.
I got to jump off quick because Luke's already involved.
Yeah, no worries. David's there anyway. Here he is. David, what is happening, my man?
I'm good.
David, can you explain to people who would be your ideal 11, and can you also give me your thoughts on the signing of Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea?
Right. Okay. Ideal 11. We'll start with that. Backline's okay, even though I probably want a new goalkeeper in the future, but that's a different thing for a different day. I'd take Kante out for Kovacic.
He's there.
Yeah,
Kovacic and Jorginho. It is.
No, I'm saying I'd rather have Kante in there than Kovacic.
Oh, right.
But that again, Kovacic and Jorginho, it depends on who we're playing, depends on the situation. So it's not the end of the world. Fullbacks are fine. Yeah, for me, it's Havertz, Werner, and Lukaku. It just is. I don't know what else to say.
What about Mount?
The time
What about Mount?
David don't like Mount. David don't like Man City. No problem.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
a
what I
big fan
would
of
say
Man.
is, right, Man's got to earn his way back into this team. I agree with the fact he shouldn't start straight away. But I think he will
I would
get back
rotate.
in, but
I would rotate between Mount and Werner. That's what I'd rotate.
Prestige. What about Prestige?
For me, Havertz and Lukaku are dead. Like, you can't drop them.
Yeah, but I got a feeling Mason Mount's going to be starting over Havertz, and I like Havertz. I prefer Havertz all day, but I just got a feeling Mason Mount is just kind of got this spot.
I think Ziyech will rotate with Havertz. I think Ziyech will start a few games.
Yeah, Jim. I don't get
think
how.
I don't think Havertz will start every game either.
David, you're in trouble. Daniel said enough.
Because it's Tuchel. Like, there isn't actually like a starting 11. So even if I say that Mount shouldn't play, I'm not saying he should be on the bench for 38 games in a row. I'm just saying, like, if we're playing a team like City, I'd probably go with this one because there's space in behind for Werner to exploit.
Well, I was going to
playing a team like Brentford, I'd probably take out Werner and put Mount in.
David, but what did you start, Mount?
Indiana, man. Indiana's in the chat now. Fuck's sake.
Hey,
how's it failure?
Hey, Mount couldn't be dropped even when we had a lot of games. He played the most. They wouldn't drop him. He was the last to be rested. I don't know what changes this season. He's going to play. He's going to be.
He doesn't change this season, he? Doesn't change this season, does he? It's Havertz and Werner. They come in during a COVID pandemic. They weren't used to the Premier League. This is going to be like a season where they'll get there. They'll finally start to see the best of them. So I don't think you think, oh, Mount's got worse, that's why he won't start. I just think you'll see more from Werner and Havertz this season.
Well, anyway, Dan's here, and I know how much Dan loves Mount, and he's coming to steal with David. So, Dan, what's happening, man?
He's mute.
Dan, we can't hear you. You're very low. Just about here.
All right, hold on. Let me hop out and hop back in.
Now I can hear you now. It's a bit better. Then you're gone.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I'm not going at anybody. You can, we all have different starting 11s, and you're gonna switch. I'm pretty sure Tuchel is gonna switch up when the season starts. But I just came to say this: don't set yourself up for failure, because Mount is gonna start probably 30 games, 35 games. So if in your mind you're expecting him to start like 15 or less than that, you're gonna be angry.
Nah, I agree.
You're gonna be upset. So whether you think he's good or not, I'm not even here to have that conversation again. But yeah, just expect him to start 30 games.
Well, I do hear that, David. I did want to get your thoughts on Lukaku signing. I mean, I know you're not the one. I know you're not a very excited person when it comes to Romelu Lukaku. But what's your thoughts?
He'll score loads of goals. I just don't think he's worth 97 mil. And I don't think that's the most outrageous thing to say. He's a good player. He's a very good striker. He'll score goals, but I just don't think he's worth 97 mil. I think we could have waited a season, and next season, even if we did lose out on Haaland, he would have been there and he would have been cheaper. So that's
there you go.
But,
I mean, would he, David? If he's bunging 30 goals a season, would he?
We would have. The only reason we got him this cheap.
No, because Inter won't be in a stronger bargaining position because their club's in turmoil right now, and they're probably not going to finish top 4 because they've lost their best wing back. They were going to lose one of Lautaro or Lukaku anyway. They've lost Conte, so I don't think they're going to have a good season. So I don't think they'd have that Champions League thing to level on us. I think he would have been cheaper. Plus, he would have been a year older, and his contract would have been 1 year down. So,
but I think he still would have been the same price because he was progressively, statistically, was getting better and better. He was contributing to about 35 plus goals a season. But
he just explained to you how they don't have a bargaining position. We overpaid for Lukaku.
About the price.
I don't think we
right?
did at all.
About the
I
price.
don't think we
Everybody-
did. I
Wait.
think it's the right
I have a
price.
quick question. Is everybody
Monsters
okay?
on you.
If Inter
with
weren't
Grealish
financially, if Inter
Go
weren't
on, go on,
financially
say what you
ruined, if Inter
Inter were
weren't
financial
financially ruined,
ruined. Why did we overpay?
it would have been 120, 130.
Yeah, it would
If
be
Inter,
120.
they would have asked for that. We got him at a cut price, in my opinion, for a world-class striker who's proven in a lot of leagues and for country. I think in the modern market, I think we got him for slightly cheaper than he's worth. That's my
We
opinion.
broke records, bro.
For me, I'm not worried about the price because if you are going to say Hurricane for maybe 140 or 150, do I think Lukaku want that price? But what I'm concerned is about. I would have loved Chelsea to sacrifice this season, even if we are not going to win anything, just to finish this season and get all our next season. But
We're not getting
if
Ireland, man.
they-
I wanted Ireland,
Yeah.
but I can admit we're not getting.
So if you don't want Lukaku, so I am on the train. So one thing that I don't like, I would have loved someone that we can resell in future because Chelsea is all about. I want people to understand
We're
that.
not a selling
All
club.
this is the
Forget that
Tottenham.
we're
We are
selling.
selling club. Chelsea is a selling club. I
We're
want you to
not a
understand
selling
that.
club.
No, we're not a selling
We are
club.
selling club.
When have we ever been a selling club?
It's never been a
When
selling
have
club.
we ever
Chelsea have been a
been
selling
selling
club.
our
Yeah,
best
well,
players?
never.
No, let him finish. How are we a selling club?
We are selling club because we have to sell to make money. Should I count players we have
We
said?
don't sell our best players.
You're talking about
We
a
sell
youth
our best players.
academy.
You say
then,
No, we
Hazard.
don't.
You sold Hazard. Hazard
Hazard's
is
the
your
only
best
one.
player.
Did we sell
You
Lampard?
sold Hazard.
Did we sell
I said
Aspinall?
after 2012. I said after
we sell?
2012.
Yeah,
After
yeah, and
2012. I said after 2012. We
which has
become a
been
selling
hold
club.
on, let me respond to you. Which has been our worst period since like 2012 upwards has been our worst period compared to the time prior.
Why? 2012 is not our worst period because
When we
of
kept
we
let
made,
me
no,
if I
no
can
we made mistake by appointing Mourinho because Mourinho spoiled all the every plan because if we watch after 2012 Champions League
that's
we
not
went and
what I'm
signed
trying to
Hazard.
say.
We went and signed Hazard, signed this guy Oscar, signed Marco Marin, signed this guy Aspi and
Hold on.
Moses. Look
Here's
at
my
the
point.
Lukaku, Courtois,
Collins,
De Bruyne.
one
So-
second.
Hold on, one
Let
second,
Daniel
one
respond.
second.
Let Daniel
My
respond,
point
mate.
is when we kept all our star players, for 7, 8, 10 years, that was our best period. When Lampard, Ashley Cole, Terry, the rest of them, we weren't interested in selling them. SCN, all those guys were there for 7, 10 years without being sold. When we started losing a striker every 5 years, like Costa, right? Like Hazard, all these players that come in for 4 years and leave, that's when our inconsistency really started flopping up and down. Those periods
Do you
prior,
know-
we were always first or second or third every single
yeah.
year.
But then,
So
do you know
for
that
me,
before then,
hold
there's
on, let me
nothing like
finish.
financial
Let
fair
me
play
finish
there.
really quickly. We still make most of our money from selling youth, and that's not going to change. But every decision can't be let's buy this player for resale value. No, we sign and who you're reselling them to, like Holland. People were saying if we get Holland and we keep him for 4 years and resell him. My question is, the club you're reselling him to, do you think that club is thinking about resale value signing him? Do you think Real Madrid is thinking about let's sign Holland for 150 or 170 because we might sell him for 250? No, they're signing him to keep him for as long as they can and win trophies. They don't care about resale value.
My question is, when did this resale value came in? Because we signed Balak at experienced age. We signed Drogba when he was at his peak.
Let me,
We
can
got
I,
an
signed-
answer
I
for you.
haven't even finished
Can
my
I give you an
explanation before
answer?
you guys cut me off.
Yeah, go on. When did this start coming in?
my explanation.
I got
Let me
an
finish my
answer for that.
explanation.
Let him
Can I-
answer it, go on.
Let me give the answer quick. And it's gotten out of hand. Everyone talking about resale value, right? The only time the resale value came into play was the debate between Lukaku and Haaland. And anyone that brought up that Haaland was going to leave, well, if Haaland left, that the resale value on Haaland, well, we're going to cash in. Because the only way Haaland leaves to another club is when they pay more than what we paid. Right? Because that means he had to kill it. He had to be so good that another club wanted him and paid over what we paid. Right? And that's the only time it comes into effect. And people took that argument, that point, and made it into like every player. The only point only applies between Haaland and Lukaku debate. And that's it.
And
So we're not a selling club.
I was gonna say one last thing before you answer. I was gonna say, right, was Thiago Silva signed for resale value was Havertz signed for
Thiago Silva
resale
was
value.
free.
No, Thiago, let me tell you.
No,
But
no,
it's
but I'm
different,
just
isn't
giving
it?
example. Is
Resale value
Havertz
our
But
club.
it's
let
is
me
Havertz
explain.
signed for resale value? Is Chilwell
Let
signed
me
for
explain to you.
resale value?
Let me
Chilwell
explain.
has a
None of
resale
them are.
value though, doesn't he?
Let me
They
let,
do
let
have
me
resale value, but are they signed
How
based
does Chilwell
upon
not
we're
have
going to sell?
resale value? He's 20. I think he's 24 years old or
Yes.
25
No,
years
no.
old.
But my
Yeah, when
question
we
is,
sign a
David,
player, we
have
plan
we
to have them
signed?
the whole career, not
Have we signed
sell.
Chilwell to in order for him to be improved and sold on
guys,
later down the
guys,
line? No.
guys. Let me explain finish. Allow me to explain finish. When I said Chelsea is a selling club, I want you to understand that very well. Now, after 2012, when we won our first Champions League, the club just restructure everything changed. Now, if you watch before Champions League, before 2012, we used to buy player of 28 years, maybe 30 years, maybe 26, 28. Then the club have to start from scratch again. They have to beat that squad. So we went back to youth. We started, if you watch, Hazard was 21 years, Oscar was 19 years, then De Bruyne was 19 years, Lukaku was like got to all of them. So we start going back to that because we have to beat the squad from scratch because we are not meant club are not meant to be buying all these players, maybe buy superstar, maybe 200 or something, 28 years, 29 years. So we went back to that. So they made the mistake the club made by appointing Mourinho because when Mourinho came in, Mourinho scored everything. Then he was the one that said Kevin De Bruyne have to move. He was the one that said Mata. He was the one that sold even Mohamed Salah. He sold all those players. Imagine when you have Salah, you have Kevin De Bruyne, you have Lukaku, you even have all these guys in Chelsea. By now, you know what they are going to be. So he was the one that spoiled every plan. So I'm not for just now. Somebody is talking about 2012. 2012, we can't even sell our academy for 500,000 pounds. 2012, we can't even sell our academy for 500,000 pounds. So that time, the club have to restructure themselves. And coming out now, we are a selling club. If you don't want to believe it now. We have to sell. If anybody telling that Abramovich is the one popping money for us to buy Lukaku, no. The club have to
No,
sell.
no,
They have
We
to
don't
sell.
have
we
no, no,
are
no,
a
no. We
Everyone
don't
buy.
have to
we
sell.
are a
That's
selling club in
that's
What is
terms
he
of
saying?
selling
We
You
don't.
know
players.
what?
the
Here's
idea
an
that we have
example
to
everyone
sell.
uses.
Can
Is just
okay, so in the past 5 years, can you name some of the stars that we've sold that we wanted to
No, no,
sell?
no, no. He's talking
Yeah, can
about
I name it for
the
you?
youth.
Yeah,
I
but I
think
already
he's
said
talking.
that. We already said that
yeah,
about the
but the
youth.
youth. Yeah,
Holland,
but no.
Holland is
If
not
you
a youth
sell,
player.
Apart
Can
from
we
the
name?
youth, apart from the
Guys,
youth,
guys,
apart from
guys,
the youth,
one at a
you
time,
you
man.
sold Matic.
One at a time.
You
One
sold
at a time.
Matic. You sold
again,
Matic. You remember you sold Matic.
Collins,
You sold
Collins,
Matic.
Collins, Collins, Collins,
You sold
Collins.
Matic.
if
Collins.
you
Let
sell,
let other people respond.
if
David,
you
what you
hold
saying?
on, hold on, hold on. Right. Chelsea are not a selling club because quite simply, we did sell Hazard, but there's this thing called an offer you can't refuse. So 150 mil was well above his price. Why, as a businessman, why would you not take that? It makes perfect sense to take that option. Okay. When I talk,
Matic.
when
David,
people,
I'll add on to that.
Matic was 31, 32 years old, and we signed a replacement for him. So yeah, we sold Matic, but we also got in a player who was just as good as Matic anyway.
Oh, we thought he was just as good. He ended up being shit.
Well, yeah, but the plan was to, obviously, but the plan is that even if you do sell somebody off, Chelsea aren't a selling club. Dortmund are a selling club because they literally do have to sell because
David,
they
David,
don't
just
have
to
I
the
end
want to
his
previous
say
point.
we
traction.
You
offered
know, we didn't
Hazard
even want
another
to sell
contract.
Hazard.
Come on,
Yeah, we
David. Just to
wanted
end
we
his point, right? We sold
He wanted to go.
Courtois for 35 million and bought Kepa for and bought Kepa for
70.
Yeah,
70.
but
So
no,
if
but
we had to
again,
sell to buy, how can we sell a player for less and then buy another player for double his price? We're not a selling club. That's not what we do. We try to get the best players possible at every time. And if they want to leave, like Matic actually wanted to leave, Costa wanted to leave, Hazard wanted to leave badly, and it took him 7 years to leave. You
when it
know
comes
what I'm
to
saying?
youth players, we're a selling club. That's it. All the main first team players are not. We do not want to sell unless if they're past it, or if that player really wants to leave. That's about it.
and anyway, I think it's good to be a selling, well, if you want to call it a selling club when it comes to youth players anyway, because
Yeah.
often only one or two of them actually make it at all. Yeah, everyone wants to talk about Mo Salah and Lukaku and De Bruyne, but they also forget about George McEachran and Charlie Colkett and all those geezers
And
who went off and are now
Solanke.
playing in Sweden. So yeah,
Exactly.
four came good, but hundreds didn't go
Bro.
good. So it's not the end of the world when you're selling players for
And
20, 30
a
mil who
lot
haven't touched
of
the pitch.
people don't realize that in youth academies, a lot of players be released before the age of 18. So a lot of them don't even make it anyway. So out of like 200 or 400 that in the space of what 4 or 5 years, we've had like
But
hundreds and hundreds only like
you know
five,
that
6.
every money that Chelsea is spending when it comes to transfer, we always like we have to sell before we buy. We have to sell player to raise the money. We have to sell player to raise the money. If you tell somebody telling you that Abramovich is the one pumping money, he no longer pump money in Chelsea. So the club have to raise money. They have to sell money. They have to sell player in any way they
But
can to raise
I
the
don't
money.
get the meaning of that, because every football club in their right frame of mind has to balance their books. They have to sell players. I don't
Yeah,
know one
which
club
is
that don't sell players. That makes no
exactly, which
sense.
is
When we say we're
that's
selling
what
players.
that's what FFP is all about. That's what
Yeah.
FFP is, balancing the books. We
Exactly,
have to
but
do
we
that
all
by
have to
rule.
do that. That's not one rule for Chelsea and not
Exactly.
for Man United. We all have to follow a rule, don't we? So I don't get what this argument is of selling, buying. Like,
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Yeah.
No, I think it was the argument against Lukaku coming in because he had like no resale value. And my thing is like, that's all the players we've signed that was like that when we signed them with no thought about resale value or anything else. They've always done well here. Players who stayed here for 7 years, 6 years, 8 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not thinking about.
Daniel, do you not think what Slen TV's just said is probably the right answer to it? We're not a selling club. We're just a well-run club.
Exactly.
We are run pretty well compared to others, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? We would do
Yeah.
things maybe a little bit different to others, but we all have to follow the same protocol. Do you know what I mean? To a way. So
I just want to disagree a little bit with what David said about Lukaku's price. You know, goal scorers always go for more money, regardless of whether you think they're worth over 100, blah blah blah. Like Griezmann went for over 120 the previous year. You know what I mean? Goal
but
scorer,
he was a bad,
right?
but he was a bad transfer.
Yeah, he was a bad transfer for Barcelona. Fit in that team.
But he wasn't
You
worth
know what I mean? Like we've
120
seen,
mil.
he was.
700. Yeah, but he's also on
How is he
700k.
proving he's been
Lukaku.
worth 120 mil?
He hasn't proven it there, just like
Okay.
just like Zlatan didn't prove it there in many strikers. That's just Barcelona. They're a badly run club. But the point is, Grealish just went for 100 million pounds.
I don't think
creator.
Grealish is worth 100 mil either.
He's not. I'm telling you what the market is. He's a creator. No one is going for what you think the market is supposed to be. They're all going for more. So whatever the market is set at, if a creator that gives you 10 goals and 10 assists, even if you want to increase that in like a better team, is going for 100 million pounds, a goal scorer going for 98 million pounds is nothing to me.
Okay.
My
question, no.
The best price for
I
Lukaku
still
is 80
think
million pounds.
we're going for a
80
discount
million
in my
pounds.
opinion. I think
My
he's
question-
120. I think he's 120 million striker.
I said pounds. That's
No,
euros.
That is too much. My question is, if he's worth 120 mil or whatever if you would think he's worth 100 mil, what does he have to do at Chelsea to be worth that?
He has to win us the league.
Well, only one league.
Well, no,
Look
I
at
did.
the
Well, I'm just
transfer
saying for this
website.
season.
Look his value. How much is value? Look at him.
All I'm going to say, right, he's
I'm
going to have
saying,
to help us
If Inter,
in the next
what I'm
4
saying
years
is-
at Chelsea, what makes Lukaku 100 mil? If you can give me that, then we can have a conversation.
What makes Lukaku worth
if
100
he's
million?
if he's one of the
A
best
league
strikers in the
title?
league for the next 4 years, then I think
A
he's
league
worth it.
title?
He just needs to
Of
keep
course.
being the same striker that he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I was gonna give you my expectations, but I was gonna say a league title, a couple of domestics, maybe 1 or 2 European trophies, but I don't know.
Guys, nobody's going to win Champions League. It's going to be PSG.
Mainly for
for
me,
having-
he has to be.
We can win the triple, right?
No, hold on.
You win the
Mainly for
triple.
me, mainly for
Lukaku's
me,
price
he has
is
to be
on the
top 3.
down,
He has to be a top 3 striker in our league every single year,
Again, if
without
you-
fail.
It's just his age. That's only.
Can
That's
you
only issue. It's
quantify
just his
that?
age.
Quantify
It's just
it.
his age, bro.
Give me some numbers. Because he's
Oh,
got
you want-
because he doesn't
you
have
want
resale.
numbers?
Because he doesn't
Look
have
at-
resale.
Look at transfer
I need
market.
to
Look
know,
at transfer
But what do the
Does
numbers
he-
have to do with resale?
Does he? No. I'm saying he doesn't have the resale. So with Haaland, it was like even if Haaland isn't amazing, he still has the added value. So that would be a bonus, right? Lukaku is what he is now. He's 28 years old. He's got what's it, a 5-year contract, so it's probably going to be his last big contract. Give me numbers that will quantify 100 mil.
Look at
top
the
3
transfer
goal
market.
scorers in the Premier League. That's I mean that's the
He
best
said
I can
give me
give
exact
you.
digits. I would say based on evidence of strikers, our top strikers that have won us the league have scored 20 plus goals. So I'm gonna say 20 plus goals. for the next
Let
few
me give
years.
you a comparable example to understand what Dave's saying, right? Lewandowski, right? He's 33 now, but think of each year, right? And they were talking about Lewandowski on his final year being, I don't know, what would it be, 50 mil, right? Now, what price was Lewandowski in the last 5 years? Anyone know?
It's kind of hard.
There's a striker
It's-
that was Ballon d'Or winner and probably wasn't going for 100 mil. No one will pay 100
Probably
mil for Lewandowski.
easy 120 if you look at the
When?
last 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years
Lewandowski.
ago, maybe.
I mean, it was
Yeah,
a free.
if
He's
you
a
talk
free
about the
transfer,
last,
so it's a bit different. But
Yeah, but last 5 years, Lewandowski was worth, you said 120.
yeah, I would
yeah,
say
But
120
Lewandowski,
based on
5 years ago, Lewandowski was way further than Lukaku, right?
yeah,
You can agree on
Yep.
that. So then each year after that, Lewandowski still did it at the level, but still declined. You know what I'm saying? And now no one giving that money now, or close to it. So Lukaku's in the same boat, and Lukaku's further from it.
What? No,
And Lewandowski did perform, but no one wants to give that age, right? And this is not even including injuries. If Lukaku stays fit, perfect, you're going to get the maximum. But if he starts getting injuries too, then that adds way on the decline. No one is going to give Lukaku the same money we gave. So we're hoping we get the best out of Lukaku, and there's nothing after that. There's no selling, just free transfer somewhere.
exactly.
Trust me, Chelsea will sell Lukaku. They will say
No, no, no,
when
no. All
after
Chelsea,
4
all
years,
Chelsea.
after 4
Yeah,
years, they
they're
will
selling
finally
for
sell him.
selling for peanuts if we need to get rid of him if he wants to go, like last big meal, like. But just
Marina
get the
won't sell him
wages
for
off.
peanuts. Trust me, Marina won't sell him for
It'll be
peanuts.
just
He'll
to
find
get
a way
wages
to
off
get
the
him.
bill. It won't be to make any money.
Or I'll tell you straight, bro. After 5 years, he's only gonna be worth about 20 mil, 30 mil.
Yeah,
Five
he
years
will
he goes
get
for
20
free.
million. Maybe for LA, sell it to America
Man,
and
who
get
cares
like
about
20
the
million.
money?
Yeah, we'd have to
I
think
don't
about money.
care about the
That's what I'm
money. I
saying.
You
just,
have to care about the money.
I
Look at
just
what is
want
happening to
You're caring
Barcelona, man.
about
You have to care
you're
about
caring
the money.
about
my value
you're
for
caring about the
Lukaku is
money
to
5
bring in
years
money.
from now is silly.
Yeah,
He'll go to West Brom in
Guys,
5
paint
years.
I
goals
feel,
at the moment, not
I feel like
make
we're
money.
I get what you're all saying. I feel like we're going off topic, and I do need to finish it off really, really soon as well. But I want to ask you all this individual question before we go, and it is about Romelu Lukaku. Big up to Coach Critic as well. It's in the chat. Starting with Grey Wolf Stinner, how many goals are you expecting Romelu Lukaku to score for Chelsea this season in all competitions?
For me, I feel like it's a big goal.
I'm gonna say 25 plus.
Yeah,
25
25
plus.
plus. 25 plus,
Yeah.
I think.
David,
On my
one second, guys. We'll go round. 1 second. David,
this season it's got to be 25 goals in the league. 20 goals in the league. I'll give him 20, and a league title or a trophy. Well, one of FA Cup. FA Cup is generous as well. Premier League or Champions League. One of those three.
I hear that. Hassan, what are you saying?
I mean, I was gonna question David about saying 25 plus because that's like top scorer level. But
Oh no,
I
he
mean,
should be. No. If he's not in about goal scorer, top goal scorer, I will be fuming because he's 100 mil.
Yeah, but Diego Costa went.
No, but David,
only
if
been
he's
9 or 10 players
his,
above this price.
Could
So
I,
he's got to be
could I say something, David? If his 20 goals were like Diego Costa's in the 16 season, where it was clutch goals that helped us win the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Was Diego Costa 100 mil? There we go.
No, but if his goals,
David, the market's changed.
I wasn't hearing any of this for Haaland.
The market changed.
No, but David, listen to me, right?
Jem,
If his
remember when you had
goals,
the stream? Remember when you had the stream about Haaland, right? And I said, yo, if this guy's going to cost 180, 200 million, I need 40 goals, right? Because you're a 200 million player. It was like, oh, that's ridiculous. Who scored 40 goals in the Premier League? Nobody scored that.
Yeah.
Only a few players have scored over 25 goals. You should ask
Yeah.
for 20 goals. Now, a player that's costing 90 million or 115, if you know, one of the
97.5 million, actually.
yeah, 97.5 million. Now he has to get over 25 goals because he costs 97.5. But my expectation for Haaland coming in for double that is crazy. Like you can't expect Lukaku to come in and say because he's 100 million, he has to score over 25 goals. He has to he has to be top 3 in the league every single season in terms of goal scoring. And he has to be.
My question was to David, right? I was gonna say if his goals were clutch goals, even though they were top scorers, but if he helped us win matches, which helped win us a league title, are you going to be disappointed if he's not a top
I
scorer?
won't be disappointed, but I will expect more. He's
There you
again,
go.
he's
No, no,
he's
but
okay,
why-
no. Let
I
me
feel
put
like
this,
we
let
need
me
context.
quantify
We
this
need
for you.
context.
There are only 8 or 9 players in the history of football that are worth more than £100 million. So if that is true, I am expecting serious levels. I'm not doing this. Oh yeah, he was top 3, but he only scored 15 goals, and the 2 people above him scored 17. I don't care what the other people are doing. You are the £100 million man, so you better be performing to £100 million level, or
That's
else I
creating
have the right.
unrealistic standards. Like,
How
those
is that
guys-
No,
unrealistic?
hold on.
Costa was a good note.
Because, for
Everyone
example,
that was
hold on.
Lukaku
For example,
over
I'm pretty
Haaland
sure
wanted
David.
Lukaku.
David, do you
But
rate
guys,
Joao
you know that
Felix?
Because he was going to hit the ground running. That was the
Do
biggest
you rate
point.
Joao Felix?
Everyone that wanted Lukaku
I think
in.
Joao,
So if he
again,
doesn't
I
hit
think
the
Joao
ground
Felix
running,
is a
you
good
can't
player.
just say
Yo,
no.
declared.
It's not low expectation.
In a
again,
Irish speaking
I think Joao
in a
Felix
Irish speak,
is a good player.
Guys, one
but-
second. You're all chatting. No one can hear. Like it's
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, you're all
Let-
chatting
let-
one
two
another.
seconds,
Let me answer you Daniel's question. I think Joao Felix is a good player. Was he worth the 130 mil they spent on him? God no. I don't think Neymar was worth 220 mil. The only player above 100 mil I think might be worth it was Mbappe because he's got resale, but he might go on a free.
Here you go. So my point is this: if the market currently is letting players like Dembele go for over 100 mil, players like Griezmann go for 100 mil, Felix go for 100 mil, Lukaku, who's in any metric you want to put, way better than Felix is, way better than all these guys, he can't go for 90 something mil.
No,
Like,
but Dan,
I'm not
I'll tell you the big
understanding
difference, Dan.
how the
No,
market
the big
is
difference
supposed to.
from the
Hold on.
players you named,
I'm not
I'll
sure
just
how
add
the
to your
market
point.
is supposed to correct for Lukaku, but it doesn't correct for every other player.
Yes, because those players you named had potential. You paid for potential. They're all young talent, right? You paid for the player they could have been, right? They could have been one of the best players. That's what they paid for. But Lukaku is the player
This is
he is
even
now.
worse. You're playing right now. You're not playing for you're not paying for potential. You're playing for who he is right now, what he can give you right now. To me, it's worth it. I'd rather spend 100 million on a world-class player
Yeah.
who I know what they can do right now than the potential of a Dembele who hasn't filled it since he signed there about 4 years ago.
If you're basing it on
What
the
about
back
Mbappe
of
though?
what about
Mbappe is
what
in
about-
France. Like my eyes are still on him because we've seen how he's performed outside of France, and he hasn't gotten better.
Well, since
If
they
we're
bought
basing
him,
it on if we're basing it on the back of what Romelu Lukaku's done in the last 2 seasons, and stats don't lie, you know, he scored double digits, 20 plus goals each of these seasons, then I get why a value for him is so high. Now, do I think it's worth it? Maybe. Yes, no, I'm not 100% to it. Do I still hold reservations against him? So. But I'm an open book when it comes to Romelu Lukaku because at the end of the day, he's either going to do one or two things. He's either going to come back and he's going to continue with the form that he did in Italy and prove everyone wrong, or he's going to come back and we're going to do what we unfortunately have done in the past and have wasted money on someone that's not been able to hit the heights. So one way or the other, we will find out with him. But I do think that he's a better player than he probably was when he left Man United. I agree with that. From what I've seen of him, the limited bits I've seen of him through the Euros. But time will tell with him. At the end of the day, we all have to just back him. He's got the shirt now. He's the player that Tuchel wants, supposedly. So
I just want to add,
him, you know,
he got Serie A Player of the Season as well.
There
So
you
you
go.
got to bear that in mind.
You know, I was more happy about us not spending 130 million euros than doing it at what we're saying we're doing it at 115. 115 is bearable for me, but anything more than that, I would have maybe questioned it a little bit myself, unless
I would have, to be honest,
You got to think of it from Inter's point of view. If they didn't have financial trouble, they're not selling for less than 120.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not
No,
selling at all.
That's my point. Like, that's why I think we have got a slight discount on it. I'm not saying it's the best bargain of all time, but I just think it's a good. He is a bit undervalued, a bit like Costa. I think Costa at the time was probably like a £50 million striker.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done the same thing with Lukaku in this instance.
Well, yeah, I agree. Let's quickly get football style. How many goals is he scoring, Lukaku?
25 plus.
That's what.
There you go,
that's
25
what
plus.
actually-
We're going to come to you, Declared. We're going to come to you, bro. 2 seconds. Collins, what are you saying?
For me, I will 20 goals is okay, and maybe with 8 assists in Premier League. So if he can get like at the end of the league, he'll get like 30 goals with assists. I'm okay with that.
All
Our
right.
competition.
Fair enough. Declared.
Yes, sir. I was laughing because that's how we got off the rails. You asking goals, and it just went right off. It's funny as. But I honestly think Lukaku would get between 20 to 25, but only because I think other players will steal goals off him. I feel like other players will improve, and they'll steal the goals off him.
Well, that's not look. If he can score double-digit goals and we can get Werner firing and Havertz contributing and Ziyech playing the way he's playing, then we have no reason not to be confident that we can compete this season. We've put ourselves in a position now where there's no more excuses. We have to compete. We can't sit there and go, oh, well, we had a couple of players come in. We need to give them a season, blah, blah, blah. We're at a position now. We've got a very good manager that's managed to elevate levels out of the players that we currently have. And we've now got a striker that we've been banging on about who scores goals. Relevant to what level, we don't know yet, but he scores goals and his stats say that he does do that. But Dan, what are you saying, bro?
I'm expecting 18 non-penalty goals. I hope he's on penalties because that could easily take him to 25 plus. And then overall, I think I'll say about 28, 30 goals overall.
Nice. Declared, are you on Twitter is what Coach Critic is saying.
Oh, yeah, I was typing to him. Yeah.
All right, cool. No worries.
I will say, as long as he can beat last season's top goal scorer, I'll be happy in the league.
Exclusive Joe, what are you saying, my man?
No.
For me, I'm saying less or equal to 27 goals. Because for me, I feel like the talent in the up front, like the likes of Havertz and Werner and probably Hudson Odoi if he plays to the right wing back. I don't feel like, because Chelsea has a history, like for the past seasons, of having the goals spread amongst the players. So, to be honest, if Tuchel's still gonna press
Guys,
that system of letting
There's
Havertz
new
push,
news.
I don't like that
go
though.
to Southampton.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay,
bro. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, that ain't new
That's a
news.
good move.
I knew that anyway. Yeah, that was always going to happen. He said in the next 24 hours, didn't they?
I like that
was
transfer.
That's a good move.
It's a good move, yeah.
That tells me that Havertz and Timo Werner are now going to be the ones that are rotated with Lukaku. We're not going to get anyone else. Abraham will probably go as well. And it is what it is. But I've got to shoot, so I've got to go back to work as well. Guys, 250 of you here still now. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to GNA TV. We're literally 50 people away from hitting that 2K subscribers area. So please help us get there. Like the show as well. And guys, thanks for all coming on. David, Grey Allstinner, Football Style, Hassan, Collins, Declared. My guy Dan, as always, coming in, and Exclusive Joe as well. All you guys. Thanks. Lukaku's just going to be a Chelsea player in the next. Well, he is a Chelsea player anyway. Well, he should be at Chelsea in the next 24 to 48 hours, and we could potentially maybe see him for half a game or 20 minutes of a game against Villarreal in the Super Cup. So let's see. See you later, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you again soon. Peace.
VIP still key, like bando bitch, oh please, yeah. Brand new whip, no keys, yeah. Get down on knees, yeah.